everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lynx, and welcome back to another episode of Scarlett Hollow. We finished Chapter 4 last episode, and we are moving into Chapter 5. It seems like we're going to be exploring the manor, or our estate, our family estate today, so let's get into it. Random. But as your dreams start to fade, you realize the music is following you to the waking world. Continues even if your mind re-solidifies and banishes the last few remnants of your dreams. Oh my god, the possums! Hi, possums! When it finally stops, you started by sudden silence. You awake now, cold and uncomfortable, your muscles stiff and achy. Your head still clouded with sleep. You realize there's a concerning lack of blankets and mattress. There's nothing beneath you but the wooden floorboards, dusty and uneven. There's also a weight on your chest and claws digging gently into your skin. Your heart skips a beat. Oh, you're greeted by two beady eyes staring down at you over the twisted nose of an opossum that lives in your drawer. The other one is crouched in the corner, eyeing you warily. You're not in your room. Where am I? You stagger to your feet, disoriented and exhausted, your limbs heavy and your head swimming. You stumble slightly, swaying as you try to keep your balance in the oddly tilted room. The opossum clings to your shirt with its tiny claws, holding on for dear life. You must be in the Forbidden Wing. You know it was him, Wayne. He wanted you to check out the Forbidden Wing, so he made sure you wouldn't have the chance to get sidetracked. We love Wayne. He babysits. The small opossum finally moves and carefully makes its way down the length of your clothes as if afraid you might notice if it moved too quickly. It hastens when it finds solid ground, scurrying to the larger opossum in the corner. The two stare up at you, not quite afraid, but clearly more wary now that you're risen to your full human height. Maybe they were watching over you as you slept, or maybe they were hoping you might be lunch. Either way, they're both going your separate ways. There are two doors out the barren room. One is a normal doorway leading to what is assumed to be the hallway, and the other is a door that must have been hidden through the ruined state of the wallpaper has robbed it of its secrecy. Okay, guess there doesn't seem to be a clear way to open it, besides the brass circle where the handle should be. You didn't bring a screwdriver into bed with you last night, so even if you did, you'd worried about damaging the ancient merchandise. Okay. Try forcing the door anyways. You push on the wall, it doesn't budge. You try messing with the metal contraption, and nothing. Okay. I'm not looking through any fucking hole. That seems like a horror movie trope to get jump scared. We're not doing it. I guess continue deeper. My cousin is not here. That's what Wayne said. Slanted room and deeper into the Forbidden Wing. Before you is a long hallway, dust dancing and the weak sunlight beaming through the cracked glass. A tinge of mildew stings your nose, warning you away, though there's nowhere else to run to now. An ornate entryway is doors long gone, breaks the monotony of the faded wallpaper and staircase looming at the far end. Okay. You make your way to the dark doorway in the middle of the corridor. It seems to be some kind of entertainment room, the sort you would expect in a fancy rich people wanted to show off. The stench of mildew is stronger here, and your already weakened lungs ached from the strain of breathing such toxic air. You should see why Tabitha doesn't want you exploring these rooms. There's a large painting on the far wall of the room. From a distance, it looks like it might depict the town. The painting highlights the number of buildings and locales, of which you've already visited. The town hall, the estate, the mines, the church, the clinic, and all of the hospital town was in the painting. There's somewhere you've yet to see. The historic Callaway Truman Homestead. Wait a second. The faded bronze plaque beneath reads the commemorate the Enarch Scarlett head of Scarlett Hollow landmark revitalization project. Let's past never be forgotten. So is it telling me all the places that there's one of those stupid things in? Well, the library wasn't on there. Follow the footprints. Follow the path laid out in dust. Takes you up a flight of stairs, way down the block by debris, and find yourself on the third floor of the estate for the first time. There are more footprints heading out the way down the hallway and into the furthest door. Carefully approach the window at the far end of the hall. Sure is the cliff and nothing below the window. Cool. At least for now. They feel packed full of lead. At least you know the handle can't be in there. No one has been in that room for some time. Guess enter the middle room. This space is clearly once a nursery, though no child has been in here for a long time. The top shelf is occupied by antique picture books, Dick and Jane, books of nursery rhymes, and ancient edition of Grimm fairy tales. The lower shelf is full of educational material, from children's encyclopedias and writing practice workbooks. From the sheer number of learning-oriented books on the shelf, you would have the impression that the children who lived here were not supposed to be interested in fun and fiction as they were in diction and spelling. Your family has had wealthy, but maybe not in joy. You make your way down the path hallway. Follow the trail to the furthest room. You follow the trail of footprints, approaching the furthest room down the hall. The door is clearly meant to be hidden, but it's been left open. Someone has left it open for you, probably Wayne. The room is starkly empty, save for a rug, a few candelabras. The lack of dusty boxes, rotting antiques mark distinct from the rest of the cluttered, forgotten space you've explored. You continue forward towards the door at the far side of the room. You exit the short hallway. There's a stairs here leading back down the lower floors, but there is another door. It's hanging ajar, many locks and bolts ahead, an edge glimmering in the weak morning light. The doorframe itself is gouged and splintered, evidence of some desperate creature trying to save itself from the room, beyond time and time again. Enter. You step forward. This was a prison cell. Everything about this place reeks of neglect, humanity, and the walls are covered in scratches. The window had a high bar wall fitted with thick pane of glass, and iron bars just beyond it wouldn't be enough to hold the imprisoned. You can't help but notice that the doll from your closet is sitting, watching you from the bed, one eyelid drooping, and added an extra level of menace at the already deeply unsettling room. Property of Alexandra. Eyes are drawn to the massive, almost letters dug deep in the brick wall and cell. And then one final detail grabs you, a metallic glint. A doorknob. This is what you've been looking for, was it? Left here for you? Take the handle. You take it. A sound wraps around you. Music. A thick tinkling of piano keys played by a clumsy hand. They echo up a narrow staircase at the end of the hall. You come this far. Clearly you're meant to go a little further. Stairs take you to what you assume is the servant quarters, network of cramped passageways hidden with the expansive room of the estate, without much as a window for illumination. But you persist, descend deeper into the bowels of the Scarlett estate, the echoing piano, your only company. Soon enough, you see the light again, sun creeping in through the edge of the nearly hidden door. You're the end of another long corridor. Its high ceilings and tall windows are almost mournfully in the vast space. A chorus of wind added the melancholic harmony that is whipped in from the overgrown courtyard outside. You found your way to the first floor, which means you must be close to the ballroom from the first day. But you've yet to confront your guide. I guess let's find our piano player. The musician plays on as you move cautiously through the dark and slope, now dramatic it feels to walk downhill, jagged remains of the floorboards jutting out in splintered trees. A flow of the note properly stops as you reach the open doorway. Once the music room, Wayne stands from the bench of battered grand piano and turns to face you. So now you've seen it, Lynx. Makes your way down the tilted floor towards you. A breeze passed by him, carrying the smell from the womb of his body. I hope you enjoyed the show. And I trust you understand the implications of everything you've seen. If you aren't careful, you'll put your faith in the wrong people. Things could go very, very wrong. What's with the dramatics? Don't you think this is a little theatrical, Wayne? There were things you needed to see, and I doubted you would have been interested in a private guided tour. Now when I'm the one who would have been giving it. And once I've helped you find what you needed to find, I wanted you to choose to come to me. To know that you were truly open to a conversation. Wow, you're still not telling me everything, are you? Do you want to be somebody else's puppet? I can guide you to where you need to be, but that's up to you to open your eyes. The witch holds some of that final pieces. Find her. Pry them from her hands, and then everything should start falling into place. You have no idea what he could be talking about. I have some ideas. Me, the player, not my character. Unless you're already starting to forget about her. Memory is a disloyal thing, isn't it? Physically, easily manipulated. But something's been missing from your head doesn't mean it's gone from the world. I don't know who you're talking about. You'll remember when you need it. Okay, so what's with the doll in that room? She likes it, so I like it too. It was nice to see it again after so many years. Okay. Oh, we can still flirt with him. Wow. Okay, well, first off, did you need to carry me off in my sleep? A moment of weakness. I was impatient. I liked it. Girl. Okay, so what now? You're planning on keeping me here? I only hoped we could talk. I won't force you to stay. I guess we could... we'll flirt with him. What are you? Since it seems that you want me to understand some shit. I'm yours if you'll have me. Oh. I get it. Oh, cool. Let's just flirt with him. Oh, yeah. Wow, 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 wow. How much flirting are we gonna do? Okay. Wow. God damn. Okay, well, cool. I guess we'll. You don't need to play hide and seek. I feel we were already in this, knowing where I'm not scared of you anymore. At this point, you're not scary. You haven't once tried to kill me or hurt me, versus everything else has tried hurting me. So, like, partners. I like the sound of that. Okay, bro. Okay, well, okay. Oh, he's got the arm hold. Bro is trying so hard to riz me up. No, I think I'm trying to riz him up. I don't know. But he does have that arm hold. One arm. Yes. Isn't that what, like, every book has in it at this point? I can show you. Oh, yeah. When are you gonna show me? I already know you're, like, a rotting corpse, dude. Give you a taste of what we could be, or what I can offer you. Okay, I didn't think you were going to give me anything like that. He breathes more heavily now. It's slight, but noticeable. He's excited, but trying not to show it. Well, I mean, I am hot. If you're ready. Not. Okay, so we can either be actually fucking rational or completely unrational. Yeah, sure. Sure. I've stopped being rational like 8 episodes ago. When I gave my life away to get rid of a ghost so my friends don't have to live in a house full of ghosts. With his other hand, he reaches up towards your throat. He rests his palm on the nape of your neck. It's warmer than you'd expect, calloused and cracked. His fingers stroke, strong, bro, as tight around you. And suddenly sharp pain as if you were stuck with a pin. An unsettling feeling of something squirming. You can't help but try to jerk away from him, and squirming slithers its way up your throat. His fingers grip to get tighter, holding you firmly in place. Then it stops, and a pleasant numbness starts to spread out from the base of your skull, flowing down your spine and involving you in a wave of bone-deep serenity. Oh, so... Well, I thought he was going to give me like a massage or something, honestly. Your surroundings become unfocused, fidget swimming as your head lolls to the side. Hair standing on end and the full body shiver, intense pleasure sweeps across your skin. You're vaguely aware that your legs are collapsed under you and Wayne is holding you up. One of his arms curled around your waist, pressing you against him as you lose yourself in the sensation. Then it's over. Okay, well, bro just like stabbed me. This is what I get for flirting with him, you know? He lets you go, you slump to the floor as he takes a shaky step back, adjusting his sleeve. Think of this as a kiss. Well, I mean, I wasn't gonna kiss the dead corpse under the veil that I know was there. I didn't think you were gonna kiss me. I thought it'd be weird. He has to catch his breath as he speaks. Before you have a chance to respond, he goes slipping back into the shadows. Bro is such a tease. Bro just ran the fuck away. And make your way back to where you woken up, slotted in the handle of the secret door in the wall. It twists, and the door pulls back as you stumble through and quickly realize it's the closet of your room. You lean against the doorframe as the last dregs of an intoxicating kiss leaves your system. Wow. Weakened lungs heaving the effort of returning yourself to some resemblance of normality. It's a challenge to rid yourself of the dreamlike sensation, especially considering that your reality has already shifted in the past few days and your vision forever muddied by the ghost took from you. But you manage. The estate has gotten to you, and after the events of this morning, your body burns with fear, a ferocious itch to leave this place behind, to be anywhere but here. You leave in the haze, mindlessly grabbing clothes and an uncharged phone, barely even noticing your surroundings as you rush outside. The morning seizing your body and mind like the surrounding grip. Even the lingering overgrown of the entanglement with Wayne couldn't fill the sinking pit that dug in your stomach. The cell, the doll. Could Tabitha even know about this? It's not possible that Wayne could have leading you astray. You've had a glimpse of the brilliant color of his soul, something that's beautiful and expansive. They lie to you. He's one of the only people that I felt like hasn't tried to hurt me. And I get that he's kind of creepy and a stalker. But after... so by which does he mean Sylvie? It wouldn't lie to you. I want to say Tabitha's in the dark as much as I am. I mean, there's a good chance. I was gonna say, there's a chance that Tabitha has no idea what is in the Forbidden Wing. I mean, her mom was supposedly not the best person. I mean, there's a good chance that she just never told them anything. Still, the events of the morning weren't the sort of thing that you can casually move to the back of your mind. You have to act. Okay. This isn't time for unnecessary confrontation. Ian told me I need to find the witch. He notably didn't tell you to take this to Tabitha. Only you have no idea where to find this witch, nor matter who she, or you assume she's a she, could possibly be. I guess think harder? The harder you think, the more easily the answers seem to slip away from you, as you thought you were trying to grab onto dry sand on the beach. You can only hope that the witch Wayne spoke to will reveal herself in time. Time change right now feels like a precious resource. The weight of the morning sits on your shoulders, driving you into the ground. You have to do something to make it stop. Anything you're doing right now isn't finding the rest of the stone carvings. Only you don't know where the next carving is, at least not with certainty. This isn't the time for uncertain wandering. Okay, well, I guess they want me to go... You went it up to the point of nausea long before you make it to the library, but the adrenaline has coursed through your veins since discovering the cell of the Forbidden Wind pushed your body forward. The library is somewhat less silent than usual. There's a sound coming from the open doorway of the mayor's office upstairs, the shuffling of papers accompanied by the low muttering. You recognize Oscar by the slightly manic laugh that cuts through the murmuring, and uncharacteristic as it is from the librarian. You climb the stairs and find Oscar amid a scattered pile of old papers and ancient leather-bound ledgers. He has torn a massive hole in the wall. Link's excellent. I was hoping I might see you today. You good, Oscar? Because, you're looking a little disheveled. I couldn't sleep all last night. I was thinking of some stone and everything it might mean, and whether there are more, and there might cause disaster, which is, of course, before they would Rosalina mumbled something about the rooms being wrong in her sleep, and that just made everything click to me. Long story short, I decided to start looking through old floor plans of all the buildings in the town and figured that the town hall had already shared all of its secrets with us, but you can see what is still more to be found. And I found just discrepancies in what now the mayor office between the initial plans and now stand today. So I started knocking on walls, and like in the movies, and lo and behold, honest to God secret room with some storage closet was sealed behind with wallpaper and century, full of old holler secrets, with your family at the center of it. Here's building plans, all the locations around town, and the town hall included what clearly were extra work done to bury things in the foundations. All sorts of Scarlett Hollow landmark revitalization programs run the Enoch in the period following this. Okay, so I found what I was thinking was the model was supposed to be buried, but where like this? A small stone object. This is one of the carvings you described to me the other day, isn't it? I was wondering what it was supposed to be. Was Enoch at the helm of the secret society running Scarlett Hollow behind the days? Is there still a secret society running Scarlett Hollow now? And to add the mystery, there's a name that I've throughout these documents, Verna. She seems to be deferred to be the authority, which of course stuck out to me. There weren't a lot of women involved in government or construction at this sort of thing back then. Consulted Verna. Verna requested the change of, or that. I went looking for more information on this person, but I wasn't able to find any records on her elsewhere. No birth certificate, death certificate, property purchases, marriage, divorce, nothing at all. I suppose she could have lived off grid. There's plenty of people who live and die with no records that they ever were. So, you know where to find more? I do. The way I see it, the carvings were clearly tied to the incidents that had happened in town this week. There was a stone in the basement of the annex, there would seem, and there was a building, a sole purpose of extending the town hall through cover of installation site. And of course, there was a stone beneath the Shaw mines, which had been dug out. Maybe it was correlation, the only tool we will ever have at the moment. Assuming that I'm right about all of this, there are 3 more locations, which means we have 3 opportunities to find something catastrophic. My notes indicate that likely a location is Dr. Kelly's clinic, the church, and the farm old house, which is exactly what was in the picture in the old part of the house. I knew it. My brain's braining. Though, of those 3, the farm seems like the most accessible. I assume practical women like Dr. convincing before we could tear down any walls. I don't know how long it would take to get our hands on an excavator. Maybe this is something your cousin would be able to help with, but that would also mean involving her. Wayne wanted me to find the witch, and Rena seems to fit the bill. Unfortunately, there's nothing in the records. Isn't a meaningful avenue to explore with her. No threads to follow. She's probably dead a long time ago. If she were alive, she would have... I suppose a witch could live a long time. Who's to say? I'm not sure I'm ready to entertain that sort of thinking. I've already been to the clinic. Oh my god, if I hadn't waited, I only found out back then the blood-stained first appearance of my daughter's carpet. Imagine what could have been avoided. But I can't change the past. All I can do is work harder to try to make up for the lost time. What a shame that Kelly's kid. Maybe this all over, we'll manage to break whatever course is holding this town in grip, and he'll be back the way he was. We have to hope it's all they can get. Okay. Do you know what to expect at the farm? It looks like it's buried underneath the house is what seems to be root cellars, some similar to the one in the annex. So expect, I'm afraid I have no insight there. Though the men out there are usually heavily armed, so at least you'll have to Whimpery available this time. So the plan is to just walk headlong into danger unprepared? Well, it's worked out for you so far. It has worked so far like that. As long as you don't make any trades on Julius Tremaine's behalf. I wish there was a better alternative, I really truly do, but as far as I see it, there's only 3 options are waiting around this something to happen. Leaving town with our tails between our legs, or walking headlong into danger. For better or for worse, Scarlett Hollow is my home, Lynx, and I'm going to see it through to the end. Mr. Gutterize, I think maybe you forgot, but I asked a little while ago if you could help me with Rosaline's medicine, because I think it's wearing off and she's having a lot of trouble. And she's saying some really weird stuff, like, I mean, she's saying weird stuff yesterday, but like really weird, like movies and people do drugs and see spirals and stuff. So rules of medicine I don't remember, and there were ones she was supposed to have 3 hours and every 12 hours. Sure, I can walk you through it again. There's one with the yellow sticker and 3 hours. Can you just come and do it? The last couple times I came up to ask, I forgot everything by the time I went down there. Look, I'll be done in just a minute, I promise. In the meantime, why don't you call the doctor and see if she can walk you through it? It's not like I'm an expert. Anyways, it's probably good to double check. And after we get Roses sorted, I'll give you some cash so you can run to the gas station for some snacks for you both. We can order pizza for dinner. Okay. I'm losing track of time. Clearly, I need to get my head out of the clouds, and at least long enough to get some parenting time. Best route to Julius Terminan's farm is down Main Street and turn to the first dirt road and keep going. But the map should help you get things straight. Good luck out there, Lynx, and I really hope it's not too bad. We're working towards something now, and I can see I know we can solve it if we just collect as much data as we can. It's okay, I get it, you're busy. I guess I'll leave you to it. Okay, well, good to know Oscar's definitely just a bad parent. I think he loves his daughter, yes, but after everything, he's kind of going psycho. You leave Oscar to his research and make your way back to Main Street, map in hand. But where could you possibly turn to next? We can only get one of these stones an episode, so I assume that'll be the next chapter of the game. But yeah. So, without further ado, bye-bye!